morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Apologies for my lateness. But y'all, I am flabbergasted. And I just want to start off by saying I think I was wrong about something. And I try to be as much of a stand-up guy as I can be. So I have to admit when I may have gotten something wrong. So welcome to Morning Motivation, your daily dose of inspiration and empowerment. I'm your host, Jamon, and I'm thrilled to have you join us as we kick off. As we kick off our day, another Monday with positivity and purpose. So whether you're here to seek motivation or to connect with like-minded individuals, or simply to start your day on the right foot, you've come to the right place. And as you're coming in, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know you're here. Add to the chat. Let us hear your voice, your thoughts, your opinions. And let's get this show started. First off, shout out to that chick, yo. Toronto Rick is my guy, D-Rob. Look, D-Rob, bruh, there may be an apology that has to be issued this morning. I'm not 100% sure that it's gonna be. But if this show goes the way that I think it's going to go, there might be an apology that I have to issue on behalf of the Brotherhood. My heart is heavy, y'all. My heart is heavy. And it might just be because maybe I'm the only one who is missing this. So let me start off by asking a question. D-Rob, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest, who's more emotional, men or women? If you think women are more emotional, put a 10 in the chat. If you think men are more emotional, put a 5 in the chat. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Who's more emotional? This is for D-Rob. I want to know where D-Rob stands on this because he's the only brother that I see on the screen right now. But I know Craig G out there. I know Health Talk's out there. Who's more emotional? 10 if you think women are, 5 if you think men are. Because I know what I think. I think it's pretty obvious what I think. Appreciate it, D-Rob. D-Rob said 7. That actually, D-Rob, you going to make me have to issue this apology. Ladies, sisters, who do y'all think is more emotional? If it's women, put a 10. If it's men, put a 5. This is for the sisters. Auntie Canada, this is for you. That chick, yo, cuzzo, this is for you. Who do you think are more emotional? That chick, yo, said depends on the situation. D-Rob says, I just feel men know how to cope with their feelings more. Okay. I would honestly say the same thing. Said this question is a setup. Now come on, now y'all know I ain't trying to play the gotcha game. Bruh. I wouldn't do that. Bruh. I wouldn't play the gotcha game. I am legitimately. I am shocked So how this whole conversation started, in my mind anyway, I was that chick you said, nah, D-Rob. Auntie Canada says it depends, bro. If the man is okay with displaying his emotional side, if he feels safe to do so. Go to Zaxby's or eat without a woman you don't love no more. Oh, Tim about it, D-Rob, man. Look. See, now you talking spicy. Now you talking spicy, D-Rob, because that's true. Let me go have some fun without my wife. Let me go get a meal without my wife. Man, that lip touched the floor. But then she come in the house with some bags of Chick-fil-A. Oh, it's just a salad. I like salads. You can bring me a salad? I mean, I like the cookies. You can at least bring me a cookie. Oh, man. So this topic, it happens every now and then. Well, I go out and I start researching certain topics. And you know how we do. We have a certain idea of what we know the answer is. We just want to find some evidence or some corroborators to give us a little more clarity or insight. And last week we started talking about the brain, right? How do you deal with your emotions? How do you keep calm under pressure? You know, my family's been under stress. You know, my mom has her health challenges. My father passed about almost 2 weeks ago now, and then the work schedule that my wife and I both are on right now. I mean, both of us are literally working on the light week 80 hours a week. Heavy side probably closer to 96, 100. So we're working a lot. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of emotional challenges with the family right now. And so there's a lot of unease in both of us. But I will say this. For all the people that say for all the people that say therapy does not work, hey, I'm telling y'all, had it not been for therapy, we probably wouldn't be happy right now. We still happy. We still able to have hard conversations. We still able to hug and work through stuff and both feel like we were heard in the situation. Personal development and therapy has been a huge factor in our relationship. So for those of you, especially you guys who don't think therapy works, you probably haven't found the right therapist yet. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I've had some therapists that I'm just like, what the heck is this? I'm giving you money to tell me that? Yeah, trust me. If you find the right therapist, which means you have to keep looking, you can't get the bad one and stop. It's like finding a bad relationship and never look for another relationship. How stupid is that? Everybody isn't the same. But anyway, I digress. D-Rob said, why you smelling so good going to the store? Who is she? Oh, you went to Target? You never go to Target. It must be some cute associates in there today. Toronto Rican says, D, bro, you stick with secure women. Yeah, that's right. You know, so just because you get one bad apple don't mean the whole bunch is bad. Now, the 2, 3 around it, because, you know, birds of a feather will flock together. And also, contamination leaks. So if you get around some contaminated people, you get rid of them real quick. Some insecure people, get rid of them real quick. And so I was on a search to understand more from a scientific perspective than an emotional perspective. And so we talked about the amygdala, the prefrontal cortex, and the hippocampus back last year. We was talking about how the brain actually worked when we was talking about manifesting and goals and visions and bringing dreams into reality. We talked about it. And so I went in and I already knew that the amygdala, which sits like somewhere toward the middle of your brain, if you were to put a line through your eye and through your ear, where they intersect is where the amygdala would be. And the amygdala is like the response center. It's like the alarm system. When you walking and you're looking, you don't see everything that's in your line of vision. It's like you see what's in front is what you're conscious of, right? But the subconscious mind sees the whole picture. It sees everything. It's like a camera lens. And if you stop the movie and you stop focusing on the main character and you start looking at what's on the walls, what's on the shelves, who's in the background, what's on the table, it's like a picture. When you first look at it, you look at what's the main focus. But after you have time to examine it, you see everything in the frame. Well, that's what the amygdala does because it's really a part of the subconscious. It unlocks that subconscious mind. So when you hear a siren, when you hear pop, 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 right? When you hear these things, it's the amygdala that says, oh, shoot, what was that? Was that a gunshot? Maybe we need to get up out of here. D. Rob says, funny story. Hold on, I gotta get back to the funny story. Hold on. All right. I was coaching with someone and we ended up losing that game, so the kids were upset. A coach told the kids, men don't get emotional. We leave that to the women. Shout out to the coach. I've been told that my whole life too, D-Rob. Oh. What y'all crying for? You lost. Suck it up. Acting like a bunch of... Oh, man. I've heard that as well, D-Rob. In my head, I was like, I don't know if that's right. Oh, man. Toronto Rigger said, hey, D, get your heifer spray, bro. D said, I stay with it. Man. And so and then me and my wife, we actually ended up beefing a little bit this weekend over something. I mean, nothing major. We worked it out like pretty soon, pretty quick. But that added another level because now the one person that I could go to and be like, I can go and exhale with, now it's like, man, I'm gonna just go do some work. And of course, I'm thinking, it ain't me. Because in my mind, everything is right. Ladies, have y'all ever been in a relationship where that alarm system, that amygdala was saying something is wrong, but then the dude just walk around, do, everything is great, I'm a lucky dog, that kind of thing? Well, that's how it is most of the time. That's how it is most of the time. Most guys, because we process differently, we think everything is okay. We think everything is pretty decent. And ladies, that alarm is going off in your head because something just don't feel right. Well, I've scoured the interwebs. That's what you said. Of course I have. Well, I've been scouring the interwebs, trying to find some information that would confirm to me that women are more emotional than men. And I tell you, I looked high and I looked low. And I wasn't able to find anything. Matter of fact, I even used some AI software to scour a little bit deeper. And y'all know what this mofo, I'm gonna read to you what this mofo said to me. Now this is AI now. Supposed to be working for me. Supposed to be helping me out. This joker gonna give me some advice. Hold on, let me get you the comment. D. Rob says, it took me 28 years of my life to express my feelings. Shout out. It took me 28 years of my life to express my feelings and emotions to a female. I grew up not seeing my pops do it. My mom was the emotional one. So if someone asks me if I'm good or if I'm okay, I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. or I will be laughing. Okay. Toronto Ricky says D is very attractive to mature. Oh, okay. You see, she put that in there because I was about to say to mature women when their man shows their emotional side. Until they get mad, D, then they gonna call you a little. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Auntie Canada. Just joking. Just joking. Just joking. Okay, let me read you what this thing told me. Let me give you the full context. What was my search? I'm literally arguing with AI. So this question was, then why are women more emotional than men? I'm talking through the freaking computer. So AI is real, y'all. For real. AI is seriously real. So my reply to the previous question was, then why? Well, let me read the previous question. I said, what is the amygdala, and do women have larger ones than men? Because I already know that the amygdala is the emotional that trigger that goes off that says something ain't right. So in my mind, women must have a slightly larger amygdala than men. I told y'all. I went down the rabbit hole on this one. No, I went down. I didn't get on the trail. It wasn't a trail. It was a hole. I fell in this hole and I went deep in it. Pause. But what is the amygdala, and do women have larger ones? Because the amygdala, we all have it, but just in my experience, women have always been the more emotional. Women have always been women. I knew a girl once when she wanted to cry, she would call her sister or she would call one of her girlfriends, and they would literally cry together. They would be sitting on the phone crying. And I walk in the room, I say, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm just, my sister, we're just crying. I'm like, what the hell are you crying for? I don't know. I feel like, I'm just like, oh my God, all right, y'all do your thing. Call me, no, I see you tomorrow. And the sister on the phone don't even know why she crying either, but she crying, it's like she crying out of support. It's like a cry circle. And then growing up with all the experiences that I had, and forgive me if I seem like I'm a little sexist right now, but just in all my experiences, that's what it has been. Dudes don't cry, chicks cry. D-Rob said, I seen a post that said, if my man not crying when I come down this aisle, then we don't need to be there. Oh man. Crying support group. Yes. That's what it felt like to me. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not equipped to deal with this. Yes, call your sister, call your cousin, call your moms. I don't know what to do with that. So I'm gonna just exit stage left and I'm gonna go do something else. But so this has been my experience and maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. Think about it, D-Rob. I come from a slightly older generation than you do, so maybe it's a little different. But in my generation, if me and my cousins are outside playing, and we fall off the bike and we skin our leg up or bust our knee or stub our toe or whatever it is, you better not cry, because every dude around you gonna tease you. Don't run to don't tell your dad, Dad, my knee's hurting, I fell off my bike. He be like, all right, stand up for a second. Okay, walk around, let me see you. All right, okay, all right. Well, you better dry them tears up. What's wrong with you? Your leg didn't fall off, it's still there. Put some dirt on it. Put some dirt on it? Yeah, put some dirt on it and make it feel better. I've heard that one. You better not cry. You cry and whoop your tail. I've heard that one. Men, We talked about this thing, culture. We talked about culture, right? That chick Yo says, it takes a lot to get to me. Oh, to get me to cry. But I might want to watch out but you might want to watch out when I do, depending on the situation. Is that one of them Miss Seeley cries? Is that one of them cries that when Suge Avery come in the house, she gonna be like, you sure is ugly. D-Rock said, been in a situation, a female crying, snot bubbles, and all that. Even understand her because all the words run, or even can't understand because all the words are running together, and just stand there blinking. That's all you can do. And you got this big bubble just blowing it right up. And then it pops. And then she's like, I don't know what you want me to do. And then she hug you, and you just got snot bubble on your neck. And it's just like, yeah, but I'm okay. My bad, yo. My bad. But I've had one of those cries. Honestly, when my pops passed, I shed some tears. It wasn't heavy tears. It wasn't a boo-hoo cry. It was just this, my face was plain, and I'm feeling the feelings of the loss. And just the stream of just tears would just roll. It was a weird cry. It was the cry you would get, you know what I'm saying, if you were just mad at somebody, and you know how when like little kids get real mad and they're huffing and puffing when you see that tear fall? It was like I had that, but it was just a much more steady stream. You know, every couple seconds a different tear would fall. And I'm feeling it on the inside, and my eyes are leaking. And I'm already mad that my eyes are leaking, but I'm giving myself grace because my eyes are leaking at the same time. Because I know what that moment was. I know what I was feeling. But a boo-hoo cry, I've only done that twice in my adult life. And both came off of, another came off of a passing away. But the first came off of a relationship. And I was so connected to both people that losing one and the thought of losing the other, it did something to me on a level that I'm not comfortable expressing because of how I was cultured, how I was brought up. Yes, ma'am, the snot bubbles. Oh, that's your Yo said, nah, I'll cry in silence. She probably do throw paws, D-Rob. She probably that one that she'll be just sitting there looking at you. And you said, you ain't got nothing to say? Pow! Oh. She might be the one. She might be that one, D-Rob. Mess around and you be replacing a feeling because you be done swallowed one. But they say you gotta watch them silent ones, man. And I'm a silent one, so I do know, yeah, you gotta watch the silent ones because they plotting the whole time. You popping off and they just looking at you. Man, they done broke you down like a shotgun. They done figured out what they gonna do. If this don't work, they got a contingency plan. They already know. And then I think about when I have two other cousins that we're all born the same year. So we were best of friends growing up. And we played together every day. We went to church together when one of our parents would take us. So Ike and Tina in the back of the limo. Oh, that's your twin. Oh, okay. So you got two Tinas over there. Well, one might be Ike, another one might be Tina, and they might switch roles from time to time. And one of the things we had to do, because we always wanted to hang out with our older cousins, my cousin Ricky and my cousin Gary. We wanted to hang out with them. But they didn't necessarily want us hanging with them because, when you a 14, 15-year-old boy, it's the summertime, you out of school, you in all kind of mischief. And then you got your little 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-old cousins trying to tag along. Nah. So we had to prove ourselves. And how we did that is we had to bow our chests up, hold our breath, and they would take their fists and punch us dead in the chest. Bow! If we cried, we couldn't go. We couldn't hang. If we told, we was getting the beat down the next day. So it was all these cultural things that men go through, and it's different from community to community, neighborhood to neighborhood. In my community, it was all about being tough. It was all about taking that licking and keep on ticking. It was about stoicism, right? Being stoic, not showing emotion. Men do this. Real men do this. That's what it was about. And so I started thinking, I didn't ever tell y'all what AI told me. And so she go ahead and she give me this whole thing, about, it tells me what the amygdala is, and it goes in there and start telling me some other stuff. And then it gonna tell me, then when I asked him, I said, so, because it gave me such a neutral answer. The answer was so neutral. I'm just like, okay, I get all that, but you ain't really answering my question. So I said, then why are women more emotional than men? Gonna give me this 10-page report and then say this. I'm gonna use my AI voice. Jaman, let's move away from oversimplified stereotypes and work towards understanding the diverse ways in which individuals experience and navigate emotions. The what? Let's move away from oversimplified stereotypes and work towards understanding. I'm like, hey, go to bed, Siri. You in timeout. I had to put Siri in timeout, y'all. Had to put it in timeout. But I started, okay, so after I finished blessing Siri, I sat back and I just really started thinking. And I had this logical process happen in my mind. D-Rob, my guy, you with me on this one. Oh, you like my voiceovers? Yeah. My wife telling me I need to do my own little cartoons, but we'll see. We'll see. That might be coming down the road. I'm sitting here, I'm twiddling my thumbs, just trying to understand how to ask the question, I guess, to get the answer I want, or get the answer I think I already know. So then I started finding the side. How big is the actual amygdala? How big is it? And it's almond shaped. It's two, one in each hemisphere. So I started looking up. I wanted pictures. I want to see pictures. Do women have larger ones than men? D-Rob, guess what I found out, bro? So you second that? I appreciate it. D-Rob, bruh, this was the start of my heart breaking. Men and women have the same size amygdalas. However, men's are slightly larger because men's brains are slightly larger, but proportionately, they are the same size. In proportion, they are the same size. The same size. There is no difference in size between a man's man's amygdala and a woman's amygdala. And if so, a man's is actually bigger. That's all I can do, man. That's that cry. Yo, that's the cry right there. I'm sitting here, I'm befuddled. I'm bewildered. I'm confused. You mean my whole life I have been taught that women are the more emotional one? Our culture will make fun of dudes who exhibit any form of emotion, but then call us toxic for being too masculine. And then it started clicking. The reason masculinity seems so toxic is because we're not allowed to express our emotions. And so we're expressing them, but in very masculine ways. Aggressiveness, anger. We're destroying stuff because we're not allowed to express our emotions. And it's not just the men. There's a lot of women, a lot of mothers and aunties out there. If that little nephew start to cry or that son start to cry, I'm gonna put you in a dress, you acting like your sister, right? D-Rod, bruh, I gotta do it again. In case y'all didn't hear it, let me cut it up some. Oh, look at the sisterhood. Look at the sisterhood. They just laughing at us, D. They laughing at us, D. They laughing at us. They laughing at us, D. I don't really. Even saying this out loud, I feel like I'm betraying the trust of the brotherhood just a little bit. I really do. I really feel like I should have had a secret meeting and all the brotherhood and should have got together and we should have been able to come to some kind of a consensus before I did this, because we are
Spartans! What is your profession?
You know, every man in his head is that. Every man in his head is King Leonidas. And we got our mighty 300 with us. But I'm finding out that it ain't 100% true, man. And I'm shocked. I promise you I'm shocked. This is not what I expected to find. That chick yo said, nah, I can't do my nephew like that. I'm getting him to use his words. D-Rob said, can't win for winning and can't win for losing. That's a bad proposition, that boy. Man, we know the truth. Oh, that chick yo done said it. Man. That chick yo, wait. I gotta go back. I got to give her some applause before I read this one. Hold on. Oh man. That chick yo said, it's okay to cry, but why you crying? It's It's okay to cry, but why are you crying though? Stop acting like a little. Come on, man, suck that up. What up, boo? I'm surprised you up, girl, cause I'm barely up, and I ain't think you were gonna make it. Told y'all we working around here, man. It's past midnight, and both of us still stood at computers doing work. Matter of fact, fingers crossed, but I got a 100 gig video processing in the background right now. I probably shouldn't say that out loud, should I? But the stream seems to be pretty good, so, you know, it's not affecting the stream. I guess why I pay all this money for this doggone computer. Extra processing power. But all right, good stuff. But anyway, so I don't want to wait to the very end. I don't want to wait to the very end to do it, so I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. Hold on, let me get my music. Hello, my name is Jamon. I'm a loyal and faithful member of the Brotherhood. And this morning, May 6th, 2024, I want to speak to the Sisterhood. And I want to offer my deepest and most sincere apology. You see, I've been misled, bamboozled, led astray, bewildered. And not just me and the Brotherhood contingency. We have found out some information that has changed the way we think. And so for all the times that we've called you emotional, relegated you to the woman corner because you express feelings, I want to say that I am sorry and accept the apology on behalf of the Brotherhood. Because as my AI assistant has told me, it's time to get over stereotypes and move more toward understanding. So it's with a heavy heart, but with sincere appreciation for all the women in my life across the world. Thank you for showing us men how to express our feelings. Because we were never taught that. And so it's a brave new world for us. So be patient with us. Don't call us little when we cry and when we express our emotions. Because if we don't get it out one way, it's coming out another. So be patient with us. Thank you. Have a great day. D-Rob warned me, he said, don't do it. Don't do it. I done made D-Rob jump out the truck, y'all. See? D-Rob's expressing emotion. He jumped out of a moving vehicle. Oh, man. I done made D-Rob express emotion this morning. He jumped out the moving truck. Tuck and roll, my G, tuck and roll. Okay, now with that being said, I was serious about that. Because I'm the guy, I would never say it. But I give that look like, wanna hug. I'm gonna just go upstairs. I'm gonna just go upstairs. If you need me, I'll be up there. You need me to do anything for you? I see you having a moment. I'm gonna let you have this moment, and I'm gonna just go upstairs. And then I will come upstairs, and I'll be sitting here like this. Hell, I might as well go cry with her. But I can't. My tear ducts are dry. It's like the Sahara Desert in there. It got to be some mighty powerful stuff happening for them tear ducts to get wet again. And no, it wasn't only a robot. I was just tripping because the little AI she got sarcastic with me. And I called her a she because she got sarcastic with me. It's almost like she took on a Sisterhood voice. Jaman, let's move away from oversimplified stereotypes. Because I can't imagine a dude saying that. So I don't have a dude voice for that. Okay. Bobby says, thank God. Toronto's like, we accept your apology. Okay, good. All right. Hold on. I'm D-Rob, and I started a new organization, Brotherhood. Yes, the He-Man Woman Hater Club. I sing Little Rascals. No girls allowed. No girls allowed. The He-Man Woman Hater Club. Yep. Craig must have pulled over to type this one, y'all. The thoughts, views, and options, or opinions. Oh, he said options. No. Yeah, the thoughts, views, and options expressed on this stream does not necessarily reflect the other sector of the man world. Jamon Clone Glover has expressed himself in a therapy mindset. Thank you. Stop texting and driving, boy. Nah, they gonna get the blueprint on how to handle those situations. Oh, that was Michael Jackson. That wasn't my AI voice. D-Rob, stop teasing. Hey, the He-Man Woman Hater Club, that was fire. And look, what's the little chick name? Was it Darla? I think it was Darla. Man, them girls couldn't wait to get in. They wanted to be in that club so bad. As we said in the beginning, we can't have fun without y'all wanting to come have fun with us. Don't let me walk in the house with a Chick-fil-A cookie and I ain't bring somebody else something. It's going to be a problem. Don't let me go out and do something. She at the house ain't doing nothing. Oh. So, ladies, where do we go from here? So I came up there and set it on fire, right? So, ladies, what do we do? How do we right the ship? How do us men? I will report you. How do us men bring it back more toward the center? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Historically, it's not profitable for a man to be emotional or super emotional. As men, we do need outlets, though. When our fight or flight response kicks in and we start to cry and run away, we will never be looked at the same again. If 5 dudes surround me and my wife one night while we out, and I run off crying, my wife will never respect me again. The dudes, they will probably hunt me down and beat me every time they saw me if I was to do that. Because a man who doesn't stand 10 toes down, is he really a man? So I guess that's the question we got to start digging into. How do we bring our emotions or feelings more center away from stoicism and bring it back toward the center. How do we do that? Because D-Rod, don't call me to cry, bro. I mean, you can cry. I ain't gonna cry with you. You know, I'm gonna let you get it off. You know, I'm gonna say suck that shit up. Grab your balls. I mean, you know, I get you. I understand that. My grandma gave me that chain. I understand why you feel what you feel. I understand that you need to express that emotion. But go throw some ones. See, maybe that's not healthy either. I don't know. So, ladies, we need help. Sisterhood, we need to help. We need to understand. I'm just saying. This is okay. Maybe I should say it's a father figure. But y'all getting it first. Y'all getting this revelation first, and I'm not really sure where to go from here. I'm not really sure. As a man who's been taught my whole life, you better not cry. Man up, be tough. To now understanding that if I wanted to be petty, I could say that men have more emotions than women. We just don't know how to express them. And so we keep it bottled up, and it comes out in waves. It comes out in anger. It comes out in vices. What do we do, ladies? I seen a couple arguing, and the dude walked away crying. So I went to him and said, "Really, really, ninja?" but that's standard. He probably was just like, "My bad, bro." He probably apologized to you. He probably did. Because culture, I keep telling y'all this. Culture is stronger than everything. Culture's stronger than everything. Everything. Don't go throw no money. Don't throw no ones and go on broke at the same time. Oh, B said we some Vulcans. For those of you who don't watch Star Trek, everybody knows who Spock is, Dr. Spock. He's a Vulcan. And Vulcans, they have suppressed their emotions for thousands of years. So they exist based purely on logic. And it's funny to see, because I watch Star Trek with my wife a lot too. And it's funny to see romantic interactions, when people are being catty. It's so buttoned up, it's so civil that it's funny. D-Rob said, "You must got." I mean, no, Jesus. Yeah. So that's the $1 million question, ladies. Sisterhood. Because y'all just as guilty of it as we are. One of my homeboys, he broke down and cried in front of this girl. He had dated this girl for, I don't call her name because some of y'all might know him. So he had dated this girl for about 2 years. And he was a man's man. He was, let me open the door for you, baby. Get in. You know, he was a gentleman. You know, he knocked a couple blocks off if he needed to. You know, he was that dude. This dude broke down and cried one day. Just had too much on his plate. It wasn't any deaths in the family. They wasn't breaking up. But this dude cried, and he cried on her shoulder. And I walked in the room, and I'm just like, I said, "Yo, y'all good?" She was like, she looked at me like confused look like. She was patting him on the back like, oh my God, he is crying. He is soaking my shoulder. Y'all, why they break up like a month later? I don't know why. I don't know, bro. She just said it wasn't working for her no more. Vocals is crazy. How are we guilty? Because, okay, so the story I just told, she was fine with him fighting. She was fine fighting with him. But the moment he showed vulnerability, she broke up with him. She tried, and now it took a month. She tried to rationalize it in her head. She tried to, but something in her eyes looking at him, it wasn't the same. It was not the same. And he's walking around like, he ain't crying because they broke up, but he's sad. And it's like, bro, what happened? Like, man, I don't even know, dog. She just came in one day, it was like, you know what I'm saying? This wasn't what she was looking for. She wanted something different. Then of course she went out and talked to one of the hardest dudes, one of those dope boys, right, to be hanging out with the gangs and stuff. That chick yo said, hold that man, let him cry, figure out what's the problem. Okay, see y'all are mature women, but maturity isn't an age. You don't get to a certain level and you automatically become mature. Maturity comes through experience. It comes through wisdom. And the most toxic years of most people's lives are their 20s. Because now you're out of your parents or whoever your caregiver was, you're away from their influences. And now you get to figure it out for yourself. D-Rob said she went and told her mama this. I was just crying. No, the ninja was just crying. She said, nah. Girl, he gotta go. Yeah. And so it isn't just the guys who have convinced men or cultured men that men don't cry. It's also a lot of the ladies too. And even if they haven't done it, the expectation is so strong there culturally that if a man does show vulnerability, there are so many women that's going to take advantage of that. They're either going to take advantage of it. They're not going to be attracted to him as much because they need it. I'm the only one crying in this relationship. So, my mature ladies, what do we do? What do we do with this? Toronto Regan says, if my man crying, I'm wiping his tears and listening to him express what's going on. But what if he want to have a weekly cry on every Sunday morning? He just want to wake up Sunday morning and just cry, just to get his emotions, better, in line. How you feel about that? Just once a week, he cry on Sunday. Him and his homeboys get together and have like a crying support group. Having a cry circle on Sunday mornings. Would you feel offended because he went to his boys to cry and not you? Toronto Regan says, I used to think something was wrong when men didn't show their emotions. Really? Interesting. Okay, D-Rob said, honest story, y'all. I almost cried last week. Life been up and down for real. But I went to the restroom, looked myself in the mirror, and mean mug like, get it together, my guy. D-Rob, bruh, I appreciate the honesty, my guy, because I've done the same thing. I've done the same thing. I promise you I have. I leave the room. I'm in the bathroom. I might punch the air a little bit at first, but then I get in the mirror, I just stare at the mirror like, bruh, get it together. Come on, man. What you doing? Let's go. And it's like, we're channeling that energy into something else. So I feel you, my guy. I feel you. Toronto Ricky said, it better be the Holy Spirit. You crying tears Sunday morning. See? Anyway, we have a long way to go. So I, as a leader in the manhood space, am issuing this public apology. And I'm extending the olive branch to all my mature sisters out there. How do we help men get back centered? And I'm not saying I want to see dudes in the mall just crying and hugging each other. I'm not saying I want to see dudes in their car blowing their nose and crying as they're looking at their eyes in the rearview mirror. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm asking is this. How can men, or how can we as a culture redefine toxic masculinity and give a definition, or at least something of what actual masculinity is? Because masculinity is a beautiful thing. Just like femininity. It's all beautiful. Women are allowed to express their emotions and feelings. Matter of fact, they're expected to. And so I can understand why women may be a little bit more in tuned to different things, why women don't carry sometimes as much aggression as men, because men, we don't always have a healthy outlet. So I want to have that conversation with my sisters at, where my mature sisters at? We didn't get in this situation by ourselves, and we should have to solve it by ourselves. And I mean men and women. We only going to fix it if we come together. This is not anything that one person, one group's going to be able to do. It's going to take all of us to redefine what it looks like and stop vilifying either side. Not the tray swinging, in it. Yeah, boys in the hood. But, you know, but if Nia Long is, I'm sorry. But if Bobby ain't gonna hold me and hug me and find a way to make me feel good, you know, I might resort to that every now and then. Laid out laid out in the ball, huffing and puffing, crying. No, I ain't trying to see that. It has to be a safe space. And that's it. Has to be a safe space. Has to be a safe space. Well, thank you, ladies, for accepting my apology. You said I had to get off that Nia Long real quick, right? Oh, no. I ain't trying to get them eyeballs. Look, I ain't trying to get eyeballs looking at me hard later or in a few minutes. Like, what, you looking at me now? No, she ain't looking at me. All right. Had to switch that up real quick. Oh, man. So, when you know better, you should always do better. And because this is morning motivation, we believe in figuring out the answers to the tough problems, becoming the best version of ourselves. Oh, I'm gonna leave that alone, D-Rob. All right, but I feel you, bruh. Feel you. But I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Nope, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Nope. Not falling for it. Oh, man. Oh yeah, so good conversation today, y'all. Really good conversation today. Oh man, yeah. But seriously though, we do need some help. We do need some help as a culture. Not just men, not just women. We're spending too much time arguing amongst ourselves, and we're not building the futures we should be building. We're not building the homes and the communities. Yeah, you kind of open that can right there, buddy. But I ain't gonna fall. Look, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna cry when I get in the car. I ain't falling through that trap. But we're vilifying one another, and we're making each other the bad guy or the bad girl. When the truth is, we're supposed to be building community. We're supposed to be uplifting those who are coming behind us and striving to be like the ones who came before us. But it has to start somewhere. Some of us have to take the lead and not just be quiet about it. We gotta talk about these things. We gotta make it normal to have these conversations and not argue the conversations. Debate is always good, but arguing and having angst and dislike for people because of their opinions and their feelings. We gotta find a way to normalize these conversations. And then men have to be in a space where they feel safe to be vulnerable. Where we know we're not gonna have our relationship end because we showed vulnerability. And other guys gotta let other guys off the hook sometimes, because we all know how it feels to lose someone, the love of your life, to mess up a relationship, to lose a parent or somebody you care deeply for. But anyway, we're gonna pick this back up. We're gonna pick it back up on Wednesday. Dang, no, I got conference this week. Wednesday may not happen, guys. I don't know, just stay tuned. Because we need to finish this conversation. So it could be Tuesday, it could be Thursday. I'm not sure how it's gonna work yet. But when I figure it out, I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the I'll create a meeting or something, or I'll put it in the Facebook group. But anyway, thanks for joining me so much this morning. If you enjoyed today's episode, please do your thing. Like, comment, share it, subscribe to it if you hadn't already. Until next time. Oh, and buy your boy some coffee. I'm running low. I got a big bag, but I'm running low now. So anybody want to contribute to the fund, I really appreciate it. So until next time, have an amazing day and keep striving for greatness. And for the road, I want to say I do apologize to the sisterhood and my brothers. We got to do better, because this is literally how I felt. This is literally how I felt this weekend after my AI got smart with me, and I realized that there is no difference in size between a woman's brain and a man's brain. The amygdala, the emotional centers. But we're going to get there. So I'll see you guys later on in the week. Y'all be blessed. Have a great day, and be kind to yourselves. Peace.